Hey, what is going on? I am Sean Faber. I am a Christian, a husband, a dad, baseball coach, a veteran business owner, and I'm here to show you exactly what I would do and what I have done if I had a local home service business like a pressure washer, roofer, flooring, kitchen remodel, fence, like any type of thing where you perform a very specific, labor-specific service for homes, residents of a local area. Really, you want to be like 5 Mile famous. So anywhere, if you can get a whole bunch of customers in like a 5 mile radius doing that type of work, this is exactly what you want to do. So I want to go here. All right, so there are 6 different, I created this mind map, and I'm just going to hide this real quick. I also created this whole explanation right here, and I want to give this to you in a little bit. You'll be able to get access to this. I want to share the link with you. All you got to do is just go to the page and you will have access to this. I'll email you a link as well. But this is the mind map I created. It might seem a little overwhelming, and this is just a static image, so that's why I went ahead and I created this, because anything, you hover over it, it works on mobile too, but you hover over it and you click it and it gives an explanation for what to do at that step. So let me just bring this up right here. So there are 6 spaces for your $1 million marketing journey for a home service business. One, you want high intent traffic sources. You don't necessarily want like a big quiz funnel or 38 questions and answers. You can handle all of that stuff on the phone or through email nurturing, things like that. If you're in conversation, if you get someone to book a free quote, something like that. But people are searching for your service. People are looking for a professional they can know, like, and trust, and refer to their neighbors, friends, family, things like that. They're going to be looking for you on Google and AI, whether ChatGPT, Google Gemini, social media. So Google is like the granddaddy of them all. You're going to want Google local service ads. If you're spending money on ads, go there first before you do things like meta ads or Facebook ads, TikTok, Instagram. People are looking for your service very specifically on search engines. They'll see you, will retarget them on social media when they're just scrolling, will interrupt them and kind of stay top of mind. But for people that they have a job that needs to get done, they're going to go to Google, they're going to go to Bing, they're going to go somewhere, and they are going to search for your business. Search for the service, search for your business type. They might not search specifically for you, but that can be handled in Google local service ads. You can do keywords. You can run ads against like your competitor's name if you're just starting out. You can run ads for your name if people are typing you in specifically. Google search ads, just like I talked about there. Setting up a great Google business profile and making sure your business comes up on the maps so people can see where you're located, they can see your service area. Having Facebook and Instagram local ads, setting a radius of 5 miles, 3 miles around a location, or being able to select different locations on the map and running different ads for different city names, things like that. SEO and city service pages, having a service page set up for all of the different cities that you serve. So I live in, it's called the Low Country of South Carolina. It's around Charleston, South Carolina. There are a ton of little cities, but they're all booming. There's a lot of people moving here. So a little city still might have 50 or 100,000 residents, or 5,000 houses being built. A lot of people moving here from out of state that are going to want to look at the map. They really don't know the lay of the land, so they don't understand that maybe someone in Charleston can serve a smaller city like Somerville or Ladson or Hanahan. So they're going to look specifically in their city. So having city service pages set up for each one helps you, and it helps your customers know that you can serve them. And then having referral and yard signs and trucks, a little bit of guerrilla marketing there. When you're out performing a job, make sure to put yard signs up. Have a truck with your info blasted all over it, and get some great referrals from your previous customers. When someone clicks, you're going to send them to an offer, service, or landing page, or just collect their information via Messenger if it's on like Facebook or Instagram or something. You can send them to a website or service page, and on those you're going to want reviews, before and after photos, all your licensing. If you do any financing, that's a great one, especially for higher income areas. guarantees, things like that. You want to build that trust and that peace of mind for people to make that decision. These all work for home services because it's a shorter path to contact. Speed to lead wins. Contacting people and setting up the next step in the buyer journey within 5 minutes is very important, because people are going to Google and they're, calling the first one or second one. If they don't answer, they're just calling the next one, sending out emails, things like that. Have call and text and form options all available. Some people want to call you. Some people want to text you. Some people will just want to fill out the form on the website and let you contact them back. And then always qualify people before you dispatch a truck out to their location. So have those fast contact options. High intent traffic, a conversion hub, fast contact, tap to call. Have a fast and easy request estimate form. Instant response, having a web chat widget set up on your site, or a text, tap to text right here for mobile. And having missed call text back set up. That's an automated service you can have set up for your business. It's easy for me to set it up at this point, but it's pretty straightforward with a lot of different softwares. I'll give you links to my recommended software to use to get all this set up as well. Or, you can just contact me and we can chat and I can set it up for you. I'd be more than happy to. I'm all about helping other, entrepreneurs, veteran-owned businesses get set up the right way. I want to see you win. You spend a lot of time in service. I want to make sure you're winning since you're no longer in service, and that life is peaceful and easy moving forward as much as possible. Lead qualification. Once you actually have an opportunity to get in conversation with someone, what service do they want? Where are they located? Is it urgent? What property type based on the job size, any different types of notes, and if they can upload photos. If you have a good CRM or a customer relationship management system set up, then you can tag people, you can score leads based on how they answer these questions, and the higher scoring leads get better priority. Urgent jobs, always the best. Once they're qualified, or you can designate whether they're qualified, unqualified, or if they need a little bit more follow-up. If they're unqualified service area, if they're not a fit, you can refer them out. You can have a few different options for people that aren't qualified for your business. That doesn't mean that you can't capitalize on the opportunity. Qualified, if they're emergency or high intent, send them right to a dispatcher, get the job done immediately. Book the service, get a same-day visit. That's always great. People want that same-day visit. They're very important. They're people too, and they just want to be able to live life without emergencies. They're qualified. They just need a standard estimate. Cool. Send them to an estimate calendar. They can book a job. You can confirm the appointment. You can follow up with appropriate text message and emails. You can notify your staff and make sure that you dispatch the correct team. If they're not quite qualified, or they are qualified, they just need a little more follow-up. Maybe they're not sure when it needs to get done, or they're unsure of the different service type. You can just follow up with them. Let's see, once people are qualified, they have an appointment, have an estimate follow-up sequence like emails and text, things like that. You can retarget with, retargeting means setting up an ad, spending $5 or $10 a day on Facebook or YouTube or Google, and just staying top of mind. Call those top of mind campaigns. Show them new offers, seasonal promotions, things like that. They don't necessarily have to be looking for you, but because they're now a part of your company ecosystem, they're in your CRM, you can tag them and you can make sure that every single time they log into Facebook, when they're scrolling, they see a little bit more information about your business. They can see the faces and voices of neighbors that have hired you and are happy with your jobs. Once jobs are completed, send a review request. You can automate that. Send a referral request. You can automate that, and you can reward them or set them up with maintenance plans, or it's called a reactivation campaign. Maybe it's pressure washer and they need the job done every 6 months. You can just automatically follow up with them in 4 or 5 months to say, hey, 6 months is coming up. We just want to come out and check things out, maybe get you scheduled for another month or two, so that it's not a last minute thing and you're not trying to book us when our calendar is already full. So high intent traffic, conversion hub, fast contact options, qualification and routing, estimate, booking, and then nurture, retargeting, and revenue expansion. Now, let me show you what that looks like down here. All the same things. You can see all the different high intent traffic sources. The conversion hub, it's a primary conversion point. This talks a little bit about it. You want 1 page per service. Want your social proof like Google review, star ratings, job count, before and after pictures, trust signals, your license, insured, bonded, and you have guarantees. Multiple call to actions. They can call, they can fill out the form, they can chat. Now, When I say multiple call to actions, they all have one specific intent. There's one conversion intent on the page to contact you. You're not having them fill out a form for this service, and if they call, they get a certain discount code. You're not advertising or promoting different offers on the page. One page, all the call to actions are for the exact same purpose, to get a hold of you, the business. And mobile first. 70% of home service searches are on mobile, so you want to make sure that your website is looking slick on their phone. The goal is make it as easy as possible for someone to make contact. Every second of friction costs you money. Your website service page has got to be SEO optimized. Target the city and the service with keywords. Content rich, you want FAQs. You want the process explanations, pricing guides if you have financing, things like that. The same CTAs across the entire website. You can handle the routing and the segmentation, delivering them to the correct people in your company once they contact you. And connect related services within your website for cross-selling. If someone's looking for, plumbing in their bathroom, then you can check out their AC and things like that. They build long-term organic traffic. SEO and stuff like that might not hit right away, but it does build trust. The more people call you, the more jobs you get, the more referrals. Google's going to be like, wow, this is great. Let's go ahead and promote them a little bit better on the search engines. Call now. Speed wins. First company to answer the phones books 78% of the jobs. Click to call tracking. There's a lot of easy ways. The CRM I use does a great job with tracking calls, recording voicemails, and ensuring that nothing slips through the cracks. Have after hours routing. Voicemail triggers if it's outside hours, so you don't have to worry about picking up your phone 24/7 or waking up to a missed call. Let the system do the work. You can have a live answering service, but there are different AIs now that work that cost a fraction of a penny compared to hiring someone to answer calls 24/7. Just use AI to represent your company after hours, and it'll automatically trigger an automated text. It'll take notes in your system, and you'll be able to wake up to notes from people who called or contacted you and get everything taken care of right away. Request estimates. Get their name, phone, service needed, zip code. If it's urgent, that's the big one. And if they're able to upload a photo, if it's necessary. Pressure washing, what's the house look like type of thing. How close are they to the neighbors? Multi-step forms convert a little bit higher than one big long form, so keep that in mind. I can set that up on websites. I've tested that, versus each other. Multi-step forms, so they fill out their name and phone number and email, and then it switches to the next step. Is this urgent? Do you need it done right away? If they do, then it moves things along. It tags them. Form submission, have it trigger an automated instant response. Text web chat, it can go right to your phone. I'll let you guys are coming here. I'm giving you this link. You'll be able to come and read all of this. Missed call, text back. Have it trigger instantly. Personalize the message. It starts a conversation, it opens a text thread that you'll be able to wake up to and handle on your phone. You capture the lead, you have their information, and you can follow up appropriately. Lead qualification, all the different types. What do they need? Where do they need it? How soon do they need it? What's the job look like? Any other notes? Upload a photo. If they're qualified, cool. It's an immediate notification, gets priority, auto book options if you'd like, and they get tagged in the CRM if they're not qualified. Have a polite auto response. You can send them to a checklist page that gives them resources if it's appropriate. You can refer to a partner company or to different referral partners. Continue to nurture them and collect their data. Their data, collect where they're located, the job type, why they were disqualified, things like that, so you can build that within your company. So moving forward, if you get like 10 to 15 people that are calling but they're all unqualified, and you'll be able to see the similarities, and you'll be able to work that into your marketing message moving forward. People that need follow-up, you can automate the follow-up sequence. You don't have to worry about going in and calling everyone every 30 days. You can add content with tips and guides and what to expect. You can have periodic check-ins. You can automate that as well. And you can retargeting ads. So like the social proof ads, have before and after pictures pop up on their Facebook feeds. Have a video of a conversation you have with a homeowner, their video review on YouTube, things like that. Emergency high intent, you want to be instant. You want to be able to dispatch as quickly as possible. If possible, have a same-day visit, and then you can give them premium pricing as well because they need the job done right away. Have an online calendar, have a confirmation sequence, making sure that the appointment gets booked, both for them and for your team. Give them pre-visit info of what to expect, how to prep their property for the job to get done, and then have reminders the day of and the day before. Yep. Instant texts response. Here's a little template that you can do that. Leads that receive a response within 5 minutes are 100 times more likely to convert than those that reply after 30 minutes. And then this is a good sequence for appointment no-shows, to recover the people who don't show up for their appointments or don't answer the door, things like that. It's proven. For leads that need follow-up, this is a good follow-up sequence. Do you have any questions about your estimate? Give them some value, like different maintenance tips. By value, I mean like how can you make their life a little bit better? Social proof. Social proof means testimonials or before and after pictures. After a couple weeks, give them a limited time offer to kind of try to re-incite movement. And then after 30 days, just do a monthly check-in. Every single month, put them on like a rolling nurture list. For unbooked or unresponsive, give people that are qualified but they didn't book a convenience angle. You can book online in 30 seconds. It's not a whole big thing. You can just go to our form. Availability, reach out to them if there's a day you have opening. Be like, hey, we have openings Thursday. Let's get you on the calendar. Incentive. You know what? You're interested. For some reason you didn't book. We'd love to get you on the calendar and help you out. Here's $25 off if you book this week. Then also social proof. Join 500 or plus happy customers. If you have their location, be like, we help people within Charleston. We help people in this neighborhood, that neighborhood, things like that. CRM and lead tagging. You're going to want to track where people came from, which ad they came from, which keyword on Google they searched, which channel brought them in, YouTube, Google, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Bing, service tags. What do they need done? Urgency score. You can score people within the system, and once their score reaches a certain level, you can tag them as a hot lead, needs the job done right away. Emergency, or if they're planning ahead. Engagement score. Are they constantly opening the emails? Are they constantly clicking links that you send them? Are they visiting your pages? Are they calling you? Are they asking questions? And revenue attribution. You'll be able to see, okay, when people click and open 3 emails, that typically leads to them hiring us. And so you can say, like, for every email opened, that equals like $45 in revenue. So, if one person's opening an email 10 times before they come to you, then that means, they're going to book a $450 job. It's cool. You don't want to fly blind. You want to do things the right way. Speed to lead automation. New leads, immediate automated acknowledgement. You want a short personal text that confirms receipt. You want an email with a little bit more detail. And then you also want to instantly notify your team. Hey, John Smith is looking at this. Auto text back. Every missed call automatically triggers a text within seconds. Sorry I missed you. How can we help? If you're on the job, you don't have to worry about setting your tools down and answering your phone. I got to sneeze. I was able to pause the video just in time. It makes it easier to text back their needs because they can just answer you without feeling the pressure of the call. And you can reply back when it's appropriate without trying to hurry off the phone. You can capture their info. You can call them back later. You can follow up in 1, 4, 24-hour automated texts. Have a job complete. Automation, same day, satisfaction check. How'd we do? If you know that you did good, then send them a Google review request. You can even send that right away before you even leave their property. Hey, here's a review. Have a QR code set up on your phone. Be like, hey, I loved working with you today. Before we take off, could you just go ahead and scan this and leave us a 5-star review? I want to work with more people like you. And it's people like you leaving reviews that builds trust with others in the community. So would love if you could set up a 5-star review for us. Send a Facebook review request a week later. A couple weeks later, ask for referrals. Like, hey, we have some openings coming up. Like we said, we want to work with more people like you. If you know anyone that's looking to get their house pressure washed, would love if you refer us. If you have their info, we'll call them. Or if you can send them this link, then you can send them a specific referral link. Just be like, they'll be top priority. We'll make sure they're taken care of. And if they hire us, we'll take care of you. We'll give you a little reward. And then offer them maintenance plans. for step-based retargeting, those top-of-mind campaigns, you always want to send people to the next step from where they left off. Someone visited the page to request an estimate, but they didn't submit the form. These are the different types of ads, different places you want to run retargeting campaigns. If they started the form, but they abandoned it midway, then this is what you want to do. If they qualified, they filled out the form, they did all that, they're qualified, but they didn't actually book you, these are the types of campaigns you want to run. And for past customers, seasonal and repeat services, reactivate people who have already hired you for service. This is how you can retarget them moving forward. Why this works, it gives you a shorter path to contact, speed to lead wins. You have multiple ways they can contact you, and you can qualify people before dispatch. So if you own a home service marketing business or home service business, a veteran-owned business, if you're trying to start a business, head over to this page. I'll share the link below. Follow the home services lead engine. See all the little tips and tricks. And if you would like to talk about me setting up something like this for you or helping you along the way, go ahead, book a call with me or send me a message on Facebook or on YouTube. Just comment. We'll talk and we'll get you set up to succeed. My name is Sean. Hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you, and I'll talk to you later.